Welcome back. I'm Deja Merritt, and this is our family trip from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia to Hanoi, Vietnam. This is my first time flying with Qatar Airlines. Qatar Airlines was comfortable and pretty spacious in comparison to most US-based airlines. Both of our flights had a 333 layout, which is perfect for our family because there's three of us and we didn't have to be separated. But of course, once we were seated, like I said, it was fairly spacious in comparison, especially for coach. We loved that each one of the seats had a USB port, which is great for charging our devices, especially if you have any little ones that are addicted to those electronics. The flight was really quick with a short layover in beautiful Doha Airport. This airport is famous for a reason. It has a gorgeous atrium with tons of food options and a variety of duty-free stores, as well as high-end shopping options. Unfortunately, I did not have time to shop, but I definitely will the next time we fly through. Now, our next flight to Hanoi is about 7 hours and 15 minutes. You get a little amenities bag with the basics. Of course, they served a snack. They had a full drink service, including alcoholic beverages, as well as a meal service with real cutlery. You had a choice between gnocchi and chicken, cheese ravioli, beef stir fry. We decided to get one of each, so we'd be able to try a little bit of everything. It was pretty good. Now, of course, we landed in Hanoi. Once we collected our one checked bag, please do not get me started on my husband and I's conflicting packing philosophies. We did finally locate our driver and head over to our hotel. The drive from the Novi International Airport is about 40 minutes, and we are staying at the Super Candle Hotel, which is centrally located and close to many of the international embassies and averages about 2.5 kilometers for most of Hanoi's top attractions. There's actually lots of cafes and restaurants close by, which is very convenient. As you can see, the hotel room is very clean and it had a French-inspired decor. Now, the decoration is a bit dated, but we were pretty comfortable. We were on the 17th floor, and this is an important fact. And the reason why I mention it is because when there's an earthquake in the area, high-rise buildings sway a lot, and it is really scary. So we hurriedly rushed down 17 flights of stairs to exit the building as quickly as possible. After all that excitement, we decided to move on to our tour at the Temple of Literature. Built as a university in 1070, dedicated to Confucius, this is actually the most picturesque site in Hanoi with a lot of traditional architecture, amazing gardens that were once walked by royalty. This ancient site features many things, including pavilions, as well as the Lake of Tranquility, Turtle Steelies, which features the names of the doctor graduates, as well as incredible passageways and lots of intricate carvings that feature tigers, phoenixes, unicorns, and dragons. The last courtyard was built in 1076 and was the National Talent Center that educated the young scholars for over 700 years. It was restored in the year 2000, and the Temple of Literature is still frequented by young scholars, but now for picture opportunities, since they're educated in more modern schools. Next stop, Ho Chi Minh's Mausoleum, the final resting place of the Vietnamese revolutionary leader and former president, known to his people simply as Uncle Ho. The large building is located in the center of Ba Dinh Square, and construction was completed in 1975. The mausoleum was inspired by Lenin's mausoleum in Moscow and incorporates Vietnamese elements, of course. The body is preserved here in a glass case, and according to our guide, it was actually against his wishes. There is no entry fee, but security is tight with a strict dress code. No short shorts, no short skirts, and no sleeveless tops. Not to be denied, I pulled my shorts down, purchased a shawl of shame to cover my shoulders. I really do know better and usually have something with me, but not this time. As you can see, Our timing was great and we were able to see the changing of the guard, but they no longer allow visitors inside. Visitors are simply able to explore the extensive grounds. On to the one-pillar pagoda, which was built by Emperor Li Tai Tong. The pagoda was built to honor a gift of a sun resting in a lotus flower by an enlightened being. The pagoda was commissioned in resemblance of that flower. After, we made our way to the famous Hanoi train street. After a bit of a creepy walk through a dark pathway, we emerged in a beautiful residential area that has a real railway through it. Most residents have converted their homes to little cafes that you can order a traditional egg coffee or other refreshing drinks while courting death in this picturesque street, waiting for a speeding train that is inches away from you. This is a unique experience, and Train Street is no stranger to controversy. It has been closed quite a few times over the years for various reasons and incidents. Although not closed during our visit, it was being strictly monitored by traffic police. This increased monitoring is understandable. There are major concerns regarding safety due to tourists ignoring the warnings and standing too close, or in a more recent incident, on the actual train tracks. In June 2025, a male tourist was standing on the train tracks and was distracted by getting that perfect shot we all strive for, and he stumbled towards the oncoming train. According to reports, if it was not for the quick response of other visiting tourists, it may have well ended in tragedy. Even with these safety concerns, it's still a must-do experience. Use common sense, and if you're traveling as a family with young children, be aware that children are not allowed and should not be allowed outside the cafes during the train's passing. After our brush with death, we headed to a traditional silk embroidery shop. These little quests are pretty common on tours. Typically, your guide will make a commission on whatever you purchase. We wrapped up at the shop and headed to Dong Swan Market to continue our retail adventure. Dong Swan is the largest wholesale market in Hanoi and was built in 1889 by the French. It's located in the heart of Hanoi's Old Quarter, providing a wide range of commodities. The market is two-story, indoor, and as you can see, has a little bit of everything: fabric, clothing, handcrafts, luggage, bags, and even souvenirs. Don Swan Market also offer a wide variety of fresh and dried seafood. Some items I have never seen before and some that are a little too familiar. But the market also has a huge selection of fresh produce and flowers. And according to our guide, the market primarily serves wholesale buyers who travel from northern Vietnam, but it also serves local restaurants in the city. Chefs and owners come by daily to shop for a variety of fresh produce and other supplies needed for the restaurants. But it's not all business owners. Tourists and locals also frequent the market, known for its great bargains. After wrapping up at the market, we took a stroll through the city, making our way slowly to our car and driver, which was going to take us to our last stop on our Hanoi city tour. The last stop is the Hanoi Grand Opera House. Built by the French colonial administration between 1901 and 1911, it is beautiful, but unfortunately, you're only allowed to admire it from the exterior. We've had a full day touring the city of Hanoi, and the perfect way to end it is with a tasty treat, and we are starving. We headed to a fusion restaurant and enjoyed some great hot pot, fried pork, and my absolute favorite, what is referred to as kangkong, or sometimes water spinach. But definitely stay tuned. We will see you next time when we head over to Halong Bay.